So yeah, just like I just want to say that I mean in general, another reason that the religious fundamentalists were able to take over this revolution was that the progressive left was predominantly absent from the sphere of society because they had mostly been killed. And those who were fighting most had been killed. And those who were writing and thinking most had been killed. And then the people who were in the streets were not the lower classes of the society, the poor people, but you rather had a middle class of the society who had become, they weren't rich, but they were comfortable because of the booming oil economy. And these, I think that generally the results of revolutions that are, don't have a strong progressive left is disastrous, especially when you have the middle class as the representative of the revolution, and everything like easily gets corrupted, especially when those in power are the middle class who are very religious. I think that's like one of the main issues of the disaster that happened. And obviously in the beginning they were very, there was always conflict between the religious right and the progressive left, but they were more open to the progressive left. As I said, Khomeini initially welcomed everyone, but during those years, whatever was left of the progressive left either decided to back down, or they took arms and they started fighting with the Khomeini's regime, and it resulted to a lot of them being killed. And one thing that kind of ties it to what is going on in Iraq and the region today was that Kurdistan was the poorest area, the most underdeveloped area. If you looked at this region, if you looked at this country, which was undergoing a booming economy as a result of oil, it was very deliberate that Kurdistan was being kept poor. They did not want this region to develop. So after the revolution happened, there were a lot of progressive leftist Kurdish groups without ties to the rest of the country because they were, I don't know if segregation is the right word, but they were segregated because of ethnicity and language from the rest of the population. And there were very active groups of left who were present in Kurdistan, and they had a claim to independence. They believed, and the slogan was "خود مختاری برای کردستان، استقلال برای ایران." Iranian independence and self-autonomy. Iranian independence and self-autonomy for Kurdistan. And this is, you see 30 years later, a lot of Kurds in Iran still want the same thing without having achieved it.